Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're in Indonesia and we're making a delicious side dish and a beautiful side dish called Nasi Kuning. Now, if you cook Singaporean with me, you would have made nasi lemak, coconut rice. This is nasi lemak taken a step further because kuning means yellow, and we make a beautiful yellow or golden rice using turmeric. So there's not much to this recipe, but I wanted to talk about washing rice, because when recipes say to wash the rice until the water runs clear, it can take quite a bit of washing, and sometimes I wonder, have I taken it far enough? And when I've seen people like David Thompson or even Hideo Dekura, when he was washing the rice for sushi rice, they give it a good swirl around with their fingers, because you're getting all that loose starch off the rice. So when you start, the water is quite milky like this. And obviously you'd be doing this over the sink, but I'm just doing it here to show you. So you can see, hopefully, just how milky that is. So I think it's generally about 8 or 9 washes like this, and I've tried it in a colander, but I find it's better in a bowl like this. You can get in there with your hands, you can give it a good rinse, and look, that's already less milky, but let's keep going and see where we get to. And yes, you might lose a little bit of rice along the way, that's okay too. So after about, I think that's been about 8 or 9 changes of water, you'll see now it's running virtually clear. And I think that's what we want. Really, washing the rice is a question of finesse. I've made things like nasi lemak before where I haven't washed the rice, and it's fine. But this is quite a rich dish because of the coconut milk, and so we want that rice to be light and fluffy. And by washing all that excess starch off, it means the grains stay separate and don't stick together. And in case you're wondering, that's not a magic bowl. I did do a few washes over the sink off camera and then just came back to show you the final one. Let me clear this away and we'll get on with the cooking. So after the washing, I like to give it a good strain because we're measuring the quantity of water and coconut milk that goes into here. My water's already in there. In with our well-drained rice, well-drained, well-washed rice, and then in with our coconut milk. Now you can use either the canned coconut milk or the Tetra Pak for this, both work. And we'll pop that in there. Measure your salt because we need to make sure this is well seasoned. And use a good turmeric. It should have aroma. Turmeric's not just about colour. Like saffron, it also has beautiful aroma. So let's put our turmeric in there, our salt in there, give it all a good stir around and pop it on the stove. Let's go. So once that's come to the boil, we'll just give it a stir to make sure nothing's stuck on the bottom. And then I'm going to pop the lid on and put it on the lowest setting for about 12 to 15 minutes until all of that water's absorbed. So there we are. After about 12 minutes, might take a little bit longer depending on the heat of your stove, all that water's been absorbed. Now, just gently with a fork, because we've done such a good job of separating that rice by washing it. We don't want to crush it now. Let's just give it a gentle stir and a fluff up with a fork. And then I'm going to take it off the heat and just leave it sit in that residual heat for another 10 minutes or so before serving it. So here we are, after 10 minutes or longer. Once it's ready, it can sit. We have our beautiful, fluffy, yellow rice. It smells fabulous. It smells like coconut, but there's just a whiff of that beautiful turmeric as well. And look at that. This keeps really well too. It stays nice and moist because of the coconut milk. So I've even reheated leftovers the next day. It's gorgeous. Yellow or gold is one of the 4 sacred colours in Indonesian culture. So this nasi kuning is often served at festivals. You'll see it sometimes as a cone with a banana leaf on the top and lots of other ingredients around it. I love it. And it's beautiful, obviously on its own, but as a side dish with just about anything. Nasi Kuning, golden rice, enjoy.